Welcome. You're right where you belong. Eugenia and I have been friends for 28 years, and while life phases and stages, racking up titles and all the etceteras in life keep us busy, we are intentional about keeping each other centered and committed, and to picking up right where we left off. After all, it's our life support. Hey there. Welcome to Life Support. I'm Alexis. We're so happy you're joining us today and can't wait to share with you as we share with one another what we've learned about and from each other in season 1. Today's episode is a little more personal than usual, but we want to take some time to reflect on all that has happened in such meaningful ways. First things first. Eugenia, how was your week and what is the funniest thing that has happened so far?
So my week has actually been good. It's just been like a lot of moving pieces, right? Between mom life and work and just trying to keep everything running. It's just one of those weeks where it's like, you feel like you're constantly like switching hats. So I've just been reminding myself to like slow down and take a beat and not to rush through everything. Let's see, as far as something funny that's happened this week, I mean, it happens more often than not, but it was just me getting my kids ready. They had their backpacks on, their shoes on, and then I'm standing there like, wait, where's my stuff? Like, girl, I don't have my shoes on, my purse. I had my keys in my hand, but I did not have anything else ready and prepared. So I'm like, Lord, let me get me together. So I had to chuckle a little bit about that. What about you?
Yeah, the week has been okay. It's been good. Mm-hmm. I would say the funniest thing that has happened this week really would be something that I'm starting to notice that is happening more often than not. So at bedtime, it's really like the children are like gremlins that have been fed after midnight. Everyone's calm throughout the day. Then it's like as soon as it hits about 8:30, everyone has the giggles, the sillies. They're pulling all the pranks out. They're teasing each other, poking each other. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm like, what is this? And why? And I get so frustrated, but I'm newly learning to embrace it and enjoy it. So I give them like 7 minutes to get their lives together, but it's a whole nother level. They're just running around like it's a mess. And so many things ensue during that time, whether it's Joshua telling me boy stories or things that are like disgusting. The other night, he was telling a story about something that was happening at school where, someone was using the bathroom and another kid was just like tossing water over into the stall. And so out of nowhere, as we're listening to the story, Gabby goes, yuck. And I was like, I showed her, I didn't even show her. She saw me watching it one time. And now she has incorporated it maybe like 4 times. Just, yuck. So I cackled because I was so just funny. Like, this is crazy.
That is so hilarious. I catch myself doing that too. I've incorporated it into my little vocabulary or whatever.
Yes.
Because it's just that video is so hilarious.
Gabby often picks up things like super quick. She's probably my quickest child, very witty, so like Bailey asked her to take a picture of her, and I guess she picked up the things that Bailey says, and she just puts it in her little mental pocket. So she's taking the picture of Bailey and she was like, oh, well, turn to the left, turn to the right, okay, body T.
That's funny.
That's the girl life. Your boy life over there, but this is girl life.
Oh, that is so cute and funny. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's just straight boy life for me, girl. I'm hearing about the 2 littles always. I don't know why boys think it's so funny to talk about gross stuff, but like I'm hearing about poop and pee every day. Like, I don't know why, but they think it's funny to just throw that on out there. Poop and pee every day. It's something about it.
I don't
So, yeah.
understand it.
I don't either. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, can we, talk about something else? You look like you have poop on your face. Why? Why must we discuss poop and pee in any type of way every day? You know what I mean?
Yes. We've learned so much together, how to collaborate consistently, even when schedules, energy, or ideas don't perfectly line up, how to build something together from scratch. We have become like pros at quite a bit. How to communicate more
Mm-hmm.
openly, especially when our opinions differ. How to laugh through mistakes, miss recordings, tech issues. Okay, this is getting a little personal. Tech issues, awkward moments. How teamwork makes the process less intimidating and more fun. How showing up regularly builds discipline and confidence. I say this all the time, and I will say it again. I am just so proud of us. We have completed it and gotten it done, rain, sun, or shine. First season was definitely
Mm-hmm.
a learning curve. Just matching up schedules and learning each other's schedules was something that I feel definitely challenged us, but it stretched us. And we found ways to just make it work, even when we were tired, even when we weren't feeling it, all the times of being sick, just like all of the, and then
Mm-hmm.
still being able to be fully present in mom life and all of our business endeavors and just everything that we're doing. And I just feel like it has to be you. Like we have just worked so well together, and I appreciate us coming together and being able to be consistent with it. So, what has been your favorite episode so far and why?
Oh my goodness. I honestly think my favorite episode in season 1 was 90s Made Me.
Oh,
And I say
really?
that because I say that because I feel like it felt so personal. And honestly, it was just really fun to record. Just talking about the things that we grew up with and realizing how much it still shapes how, we show up as moms, as women, even creatively. I think that was like really grounding. It reminded me why nostalgia feels so comforting and why it plays such a big role in my life. What was your favorite episode from season 1?
Ooh. Um, hmm. I did really enjoy 90s Made Me. I
Mm-hmm.
also probably enjoyed Simplifying Weeknight Meals. And I think I enjoyed that episode
Mm.
because it just showed that wherever you are, we're all living the same life. And we united on Taco Tuesday. And it was just definitely a sharing. I learned some new things, you learned some new things, and it just really was insightful on how the week goes, meal wise. That was a really good one for
Right.
me. And probably speaking on the joys of motherhood, and
Mm-hmm.
doing the
Yes.
teen slang, which we started a
Mm-hmm.
trend because now everyone is going through. I've actually saved some clips I need to send you, but trying to understand this teen slang, and I'm like, see, we were onto
Mm-hmm.
something. So that was so much fun, and I definitely
Yes.
enjoyed it.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah,
That's another good one that we did. Joys of Motherhood. So yeah,
yeah,
we've just learned so much from each other. And, one thing that I feel like I really learned from you is how consistent and organized you are. You just show up even when things are busy or unexpected. You just have such a calm and soothing presence. You're one of those people where you feel like you can just like tell anything to, and you can be just really honest and not feel rushed when you are talking to you about something, not, feel judged about anything. And like I tell you this all the time, but you have the gift of gab in the best way. And your advice is always just so grounding. Not only that, but you're such a good mom. The way that you show up for your kids and the patience that you have, the way that you can kind of just balance everything so intentionally, it's just really inspiring, and it definitely doesn't go unnoticed. Let's see. I feel like I've also learned from you, like by watching you like handle unexpected things. And the way that you handle challenges, I feel like has taught me a lot. You don't panic, you more so pivot, right? Meanwhile, I'm over here like, okay, teach me that. Teach me what you're doing to be able to handle your challenges so smoothly. You know what I mean? So, yeah, that was just like a lot of things I've learned from you.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say this.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't want to look like a raccoon in 10 seconds, because now I'm getting teary.
Oh my gosh.
I know, right? Doing life support with you has been so meaningful to me, because you know how like we always talk about, you have to, if you're not okay, you can't do anything else. You can't pour from an empty vessel. And I feel like you have really been consistent in pouring into my vessel, and it's invaluable. And I truly, truly appreciate you seeing the random nuances about me, that can be deemed positive. And I appreciate it. I appreciate you seeing me for me. And I think that is the support, that I know I need, but we all need in life, is having amazing relationships and amazing friends that really see you, see into you, see the methods to your madness. You have actually taught me how to be okay when things aren't going my way. You really taught me that. Like, you'll be like, okay, and next, what else is going on? And I love that about you. You have also taught me hard stops. You'll be like, oh, okay, yeah, what time are we doing that? Okay, yeah, 10. No, I'm going to be in the bed. You have taught me how to prioritize boundaries in a way that it replenishes, and in a way that just really pours into the soul. So I appreciate you for that. You are you're easy in the sense of, I love your personality. I love, you're silly in all the best ways, even though you don't acknowledge it. I love it. You are hilarious, you really are, just the sunshine, and I appreciate that. I have learned so much from you tech wise. Okay. You are the guru in that. You know how to create, you're innovative, you know how to work smarter and not harder. I love that about you. You're just a brilliant businesswoman.
Oh,
You keep me forward in all of the newest apps and paps and taps. You know what I mean? So I love that.
oh my God.
I love that.
Thank
So
you.
you taught me so much. Um, and you really make being a boy mom look seamless. And you're just,
Oh, girl,
but you still have that balance, you know? And I love that.
I try. I try. But thank you. That was so,
Yes.
I felt it. I really felt that. Thank you.
Like my
Okay.
face is always going to be snatched, and that's because of you, you know? So, yeah.
Oh, you are funny. Wow. Girl, we got to be looking our we got to be on, you know what I'm saying? Gotta be on point.
Yes. 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 I
Oh, that's
appreciate it.
funny.
We've had to
Yes.
get really serious about being intentional and batching, really creating moments where it's like, we have to make this work. How can we make this work? I feel like we've both been 100% in. And because of that, we've been able to maneuver, and do the things that we need to do as they come along. And
Definitely.
it's definitely been beneficial because where I felt like I was lacking some consistency, because when life gets busy, you're like, I have to also, tend to real life and do all these other things. Not that this isn't real life, it's just, when you're a mother, you have a business, you know what I'm saying? You're a wife, are supposed to be
Yeah.
a friend, you know what I mean? It's just so many hats that you
Right. You
wear. And
wear so
sometimes,
many hats.
yes, sometimes you can take a little away from one area and, pour into another area, but it really has taught me just regaining consistency in
Mm-hmm.
the areas that fuel my passion, fuel, things that are going to help me growth wise with my business, just all of those things. And I'm thankful for that consistency because rain, sun, or shine, I'm going to get in the life support seat, and rain, sun, or
Right.
shine, I'm going to make sure I, get those portions done. So while, yes, I'm consistent in general, there's certain things that were important to me that I kind of, like put to the side. And now those things are, running neck and neck because I've been consistent. And I'm definitely thankful for that.
Right. Same. I feel like our friendship has changed during this podcast, during the season. I feel like it's definitely deepened our friendship because I think that I understand you more now. I understand more so like how you think, how intentional you are, um, how much care that you put into everything. I think I've gained a whole new respect and perspective for your work ethic and your creativity. And I think that creating together just showed me more so how calm and steady you are. Like, I know before doing this podcast, because we've had a friendship for what, 28 years, 29 years now, like a very long time.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And we both live in different states and things like that, but we always kept in contact. So,
Hmm.
but now I feel like we're in contact more often. It's like we have to be, right? We have
Yeah.
more of an understanding of each other on a deeper level. Um, so yeah, I think that doing this podcast has honestly changed our friendship in just the most bestest positive way. What do you think?
Yes, I agree with that. I feel like we've always been 10 toes down and connected. I feel like
Mm-hmm.
having the experience, in our friendship with this podcast has now it's more interwoven, not just connected. And I think that is allowing, our relationship to flourish and really, like you said, just understanding each other more. I even find myself, not that I didn't know you before, because I did, but now, like, if I'm like, okay, we have to record, like, I'm thinking like, oh no, she's probably not gonna want to do that, or this time might not be good, or that, like, I'm thinking of you more intrinsically, if that makes any sense, like, because I've learned so much about you, your being, how you think, I even know, like, maybe 10 years ago, if you would have sent, no, it's fine, then I would have said, okay, she means it's fine. Now, if you send, no, it's fine, that no, it's fine could mean like 3 different things. And I'm able to, like, read it better. You know what I mean? Like, it's really learning the depth of a person. And I appreciate that, because I feel like in a time where so many are kind of like spreading out, or, losing friendships, I feel like God created an avenue for us to strengthen our relationship. And for me, it's needed, and I'm appreciative. I feel like I just got a bonus, it's great.
I feel you. I feel the exact same way.
Yeah.
Not only has this podcast strengthened our friendship, but I've also learned a lot by doing this podcast. I think that it's helped me grow in confidence. It's helped me grow in communication. I think that doing this has definitely taught me presence over perfection. It's taught me to trust my voice a little bit more. It's taught me to show up as I am and to not overthink everything,
Both of us, yes.
By doing this, I think that you've pushed me outside of my comfort zone, but in like the best way. And that's what I need. I need that push, because baby, I will stay right here. And not budge. So I appreciate that about you. And, without your influence, I know I would have played it safer, and tried to make everything more perfect instead of like being more present. So thank you for that.
Yeah. Well, thank you. Because I know for me, in this experience, I've been that person who's like, I'll just do it myself. And it's been so uncomfortable for me to need someone else, right? And so it has really taught me how to play better in the sandbox. And really, and when I say that, it means like how to work with others in a better, more understanding, more empathetic way, which is something that definitely needed to evolve in me. I am a type A personality, and I'm not, some of us can be pushy, I guess you could say. I'm not pushy, but I am, I can feel pushy because I'll just do it myself, And I have really just decided to, insert that calmness and really that trust. You've taught me how to trust someone I'm working with. You've taught me that.
Wow.
Because I trust you. And I trust that if you say, hey, I'm going to get this done, it's done. It's going to get handled, You may have
Yeah.
other things that you do, but you're going to make sure that you meet me, and that has been a beautiful experience for me because so many don't match, in like, let's just say their work ethic or how they prioritize things. And I feel like we've matched very well in that. And I am just really appreciative of that. But you taught me to trust, and you taught me to be open to not doing it all and knowing that it's going to get done,
Yeah.
So I thank you for that.
Yeah.
Because you can't scale a business. I had, previously, hired, and it was just so frustrating at times. Like now I'm like, okay, now I'm thinking about how can I scale, my business? What about, adding more, and things like that. And it's like that conversation would have been a non-negotiable for me. What surprised you most about working together?
I think what surprised me most was just kind of like how, and I don't know why, but it did, like just how natural working together felt. Like even in the challenging moments, I just think, I don't know why I thought it was challenging, but based off of like, you're more of a type A personality and I'm more of a type B, maybe even C type personality. Yeah. So I thought that maybe that could be a little challenging at times, but it actually wasn't. Like everything just came together so like, it was just easy. You know what I mean? So I think that was the thing that surprised me the most. What about you?
Samesies. I completely agree with that. I am also very surprised, and I'm not surprised. It's still more so proud, but I have been surprised by our resilience and our consistency. Not that we're not hard workers, but because we're hardworking, because we're moms, because we have like whole lives, it was on a hope and a prayer in my mind, like, okay, can we be consistent with this? And I am pleasantly surprised about how consistent we have been and how frequently we have come together and made it happen.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. So, what do you hope we keep learning together?
Honestly, I hope that we both continue to learn how to release perfection together. I do. And I hope that we really learn how to even further support our businesses and lean into our creative, because I really feel like, you're a powerhouse. I'm a powerhouse. There's just so many things that have been put in us, and it's just releasing that, like perfection to say, I'm just going to go for it all. Like, I hope we keep flourishing and evolving and growing without perfection as the focal point. What about you?
Yes. Exactly the same.
Same.
Exactly the same. Yeah, exactly the same. And I honestly, I hope that we just keep learning how to communicate honestly. And like you said, the main thing is just the presence over perfection. The presence over the perfection, and just releasing our gifts. Like you said, just growing and just going for it. So everything you said.
Yes. Yes. I also, hope that we keep learning how to be the best friends for each other that we can be. Like, taking the time to really be intentional, even in this, in learning, about each other here, it helps for us to be even better friends and intentional friends outside of this, even, in other relationships. So I hope that we continue, learning more ways of intentionality and just really being present and focusing on value.
Definitely. Definitely. And another thing is that I think I've learned also how important it is to support each other with grace and not pressure. You know what I mean?
Yes.
When you can have an understanding and you can have empathy and you can relate, I think that also makes working together just so much better. And it makes the person feel like, okay, I want to continue this because they understand where I'm coming from, or they understand what I'm going through. You know what I mean? So grace is definitely something that is very important. So.
For sure. Eugenia, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for what you bring to this show, for what you have taught me, and for being someone I genuinely enjoy creating with. And to our listeners, thanks for being a part of this journey with us. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to like, follow, share, and subscribe. And we'll meet you here again for the next episode of Life Support. Bye. If this episode inspired you, we'd love to hear your biggest takeaway. Slide into our DMs on Instagram at @thelifesupport_.
If you haven't yet, make sure to like and subscribe so you never miss a Power Hour pep talk. And leave a comment. It helps other mamas find us and transforms one mom's hustle into all of our community boosts.